there. So we are going to talk about the food and the safety of the food. For that, first of all, we first know that why food safety is important. Okay, according to you, why food safety is important? Because uh, suppose you have a shop of snacks. So what do you expect from that? That your customers should attract more to your snack center, as well as there should be great amount of sale of your things. But all these things will be possible when there is loss of, when your food quality is good. So first of all, whenever the food safety comes, the most important point is that you should gain the customers. You should maintain the prestige, your reputation should be good. If your food quality is good, the embarrassment feeling will not come. Okay, so these all things are important when you go in a certain food center for having some food. Okay, first of all let's see first of all let's see what is the food safety. Food safety is the assurance given to the customer that the food will not cause any harm after consumed. See, what does the food safety means? That whenever you're going in a restaurant or any other food stall, so what they assure you that their food quality is of good quality, as well as after consuming that food, the food will not harm you any, the food will not harm you in any case. So this is the definition, or we can say the normal term of food safety. Now, why do you mean safe food? What do you mean by safe food? The food which is free from bacteria, virus, chemicals, or foreign particles. So whatever food we are consuming, that should be hygienic. Okay, that should be bacteria free, virus free. Chemicals should not be used in more quantity. Any foreign body should not be present in it. Okay, so these points should be taken in consideration. Why does the food get affected? Now, how does the food get affected? Let's see the reasons for food getting affected. There are three reasons. First is physical contamination, second is chemical contamination, third is microbiological contamination. Okay, so let's see the first, physical contamination. Physical contamination, in this you can find some iron nails in the food particles, or you may get some glass pieces, stones, insects, small paper or thread. These types of things may be present in the food. So these are physical contamination, means these types of things are added in the food. So this type of food, if these things are added to the food gets adulterated. Okay, the food gets adulterated. Now, what does come in chemical contamination? In chemical contamination, if the food comes in contact with detergent or nail paints which are present on our fingers, pesticides or soap, so these things comes in the chemical contamination. Means if the food comes in contact with these all things, the food gets damaged. Then the next is microbiological contamination. In this contamination, bacteria, virus, insects, eggs may be present on the food. You may have seen these things in the leafy vegetables mostly. Now, some fruits or their skin turns black. Okay, what is the reason? Because if the food is not consumed at the proper time, that after some time what will happen, it will get more ripe and it will take turn black. In for example, banana, if the banana is not consumed earlier, it will get blacken and blacken as it is kept for many time, as longer it is kept. Even you will have some odor, bad odor. Okay, odor means smell. You will have some bad smell of that food also. Such foodstuffs are not suitable for us to eat, so we are not See, when the food is not looking good, or if the food is smelling bad, we don't consume that type of food. And if we consume that type of food, we may get some type of problems inside the body, maybe dysentery or a stomach ache or any other thing. So such type of food stuff is not suitable for eating and should not be consumed. So you should check the food, clean the food, separate the food and keep it in the refrigerator, cook it. And what we do, whatever remain food is there, we keep in refrigerator. Afterwards, what happens? If we don't eat that food which is kept in refrigerator, then that becomes wasted and then it is thrown out. So you should be very much careful that you are uh, having the food safety, eating the food which is safe and cooking the food as much you need. Okay. Next thing, what are the factors responsible for food spoilage? Now there are some factors which are responsible for food spoilage. For example, fruits or their skin turns black. We have taken the example of banana, in which banana, the skin of the banana turns black if it is not consumed on proper time. Even such type of food is having bad smell. Okay. Then wrong handling of the food material. Sometimes what happens, if the wrong handling of the food material is done, that time also food is damaged. Here we can take the examples of mango. Now mangoes, in summer vacation, the season of mangoes is there. Okay, so what happened, as due to the lockdown period, the mangoes were not transported at the proper time in to the various places. So what happened, that was the wrong handling process of the food material, and that may be one of the reason of the food spoilage, of the food spoilage. Okay. Then overcooking of food, overcooking of food is also one of the reason of the spoilage of the food. So food should not be overcooked, it should be cooked properly. As much it should cook, that much only it should cook, it should not be overcooked. Then improperly stored, the food should stored properly. If it is not stored properly, what will happen? The food spoilage will takes place. I told you, during transportation also the food gets spoilage. When the foods are transport from one place to another, at that time what actually happens, the food is not transport at the proper time, then that causes the damage to the food, or spoil, that leads to the spoilage of the food. Then next year you can see how the food is wasted. Again, this food wasted can be recycled and used for different purposes. Then, now how the food is wastage? The food is wastage in the two types: quantitative wastage of food and qualitative wastage of food. So in quantitative wastage of food, what comes, whatever points comes, that wrong method of farming. So now some farmers now are facing the problem due to rains, that due to heavy rains the crops have been vanished or slept, or there are so many problems that farmers are facing. So that wastage of food is the quantitative wastage of food. You are hearing in the news also that so and so place has been affected by floods or rains and the crops has been um, flown away, or they have been uh, very loss or damage for the crops. So handling, hand sowing of seeds. So hand sowing of seed is also one of the reason. If you're sowing by hand, so what will happen, the seeds may not germinate properly, so whatever crops you are getting, that may be not in the adequate proportion. Okay. Then inadequate threshing, after the crop is when the crop is well grown and is in the process of threshing, at that time the threshing should be done with a proper way. The separating of grain should be done in a proper way by machine, using machine. If the machines are not used, what will happen, so larger amount of waste will grains will go in the waste, and less amount of grains will be obtained. So when you are using machine, that time all the things are separated properly, the grains are separated properly, and the cultivation is also more according to the hand threshing. Then improper storage. Now what happens, the farmer, whatever he cultivates, he fills in a sack and he keeps in a place. So wherever the storage of the grains is there, that place should be nice, that place should be dry, it should not be moist. Why I'm saying, because there may be the reason of pest. So there may be pest which may destroy the food grains. Okay, for example, rats, or by water also, if there is leakage in the storage room, so what will happen, due to the excess water, the grains may damage. So this is the improper storage. So storage should be done properly. The next point is wrong method of distribution. So distribution should also be done in a proper way. Okay, it should be planned. If everything is planned, there is no wastage of the food in any case. Okay, then functions or get together. So whenever there is functions or get together, what we do, we have a food function. So in that we keep foods for our guests to have food. So in that what happens, large amount of food is wasted because people are not taking food as much they want. They are taking anyhow the food, they are not completing the food whatever they have taken, and they are throwing it away. So that may be one of the reason of the wastage of food. So whatever food you are eating, that should be, whatever food you are eating, that should be consumed as much as you want. So you should not take excess of food, as a result which can be thrown away or that can lead to the wastage of food. Then next is qualitative wastage of food. In this wrong method of protecting food, we have seen protecting food. What are the wrong methods of protecting food? So if the food is not covered properly, if it is not cooked properly, so that may be result in the wastage of food. Then excessive use of food preservatives. Sometimes what we do, we are using excessive food preservatives, so that may also lead to the qualitative wastage. So whatever food preservatives we are using in a food, that should be in proportion. If excess of proportion of food preservatives will be done, so what will be, that may result into the wastage of food. Okay, then washing vegetables after cutting. So as you are studying from standard fourth, that we should not wash the food after cutting. So before cutting the vegetables, we should wash the vegetables and then cut the vegetables. The reason behind it, this is that whatever vitamins are present in the vegetables, they mix with the water and they are washed away or thrown away. So you should not wash the vegetables after cutting. Then mishandlings of the fruit. In mishandlings of the fruit, I gave you the example of the mangoes. If the mangoes are not properly transported to the particular place, so due to lack of time consumption, so miscalculation of time period for transport required, that may lead to the qualitative wastage of food. That may lead to the qualitative wastage of food. Okay, so these are the two types of wastage. One is quantitative wastage and other is qualitative wastage of food. Then food safety. Now food protection. Okay, what is meant by food protection? The prevention of the spoilage of the microbial growth and infestation by the pest is called as food protection. So microbial growth, we have seen bacteria, virus. Okay, so all these things comes in bial growth. Microorganisms that grow is that comes in prevention of the spoilage by microbial growth and infestation by the pests. So sometimes you can see some insects present in the wheat or rice. Okay, so that may lead to the spoilage of the food. So that should be protected. So all these things should be protected. So whatever precautions we are taking to do this, that is called as prevention. So prevention of the spoilage of the microbial growth and infestation by the pest is called as food protection. So this is food protection. The next is food preservation. Now we use some preservatives to prevent some food for a longer time. Food spoilage due to the internal factor is called as food preservation. For example, your mother in summer vacation makes pickle, jams or muramba. So the natural preservatives for preventing the foods are sugar, oil, salt. So these are the natural methods of food preservation. So if these things are added to the food remains for longer period. It the preservatives make the food preventive for a longer time, and you can use it for a longer time. So we can have the pickle for a longer time because we are adding some preservatives in it. Then food storage and protection. Now here are some points that we are supposed to follow. So now what are the points that we are going to study? Now here first point is freezing. Biological and chemical reaction in the refrigerators are slowed down at the low temperature. Means whatever remain food is there, whatever unwanted food is there, you want the food is of good quality, but you are not having sufficient space in your stomach to have it now, so you can have it later on. For that purpose you can keep it in the refrigerator. In refrigerator what actually happens, the biological and the chemical reaction is low down because the temperature in the refrigerator is low, while the temperature in outside is higher. So in summer season you see that the vegetables which are kept outside the refrigerators get spoiled faster as compared to the food material which are kept in the refrigerator, because the temperature is low in the refrigerator. So it controls all the biological and chemical reaction in the food material which slow downs at the low temperature. So this is called as freezing method. Then the next method is smoking method. So smoking method, in smoking method, ammonium phosphate is used in this method. So in this method, ammonium phosphate is used. The food is protected with the help of smoke. That smoke is created by ammonium phosphate. Okay, with the help of this ammonium phosphate, the food is used to protect by smoking. Then insecticide. Malathion is spread on the gunny bag. Malathion is an insecticide which prevents the grain to get what we say, the grains are protected by malathion so that the growth of the pest won't take place inside the grain. So they are spread on the gunny bag before the grains are filled in it. Then inert gas. Nitrogen is present in the air packets that prevent the growth of fungus and insects on them. Now yes students, you mostly eat the things which are present in packets outside. For example, kurkure, chips, Balaji, whatever, Balaji wafers, all these things. Now all these things are packed in a packets, and you can see that when you open the packet, there is air filled in the packet. So which air is present in that packet? Nitrogen gas is present. So why this gas is present? It is present to make the food particle in the packets to preserve for longer time and to remain the food particle crispy for longer time, as well as to prevent the growth of fungus or insects. So nitrogen, what it does, it keeps the food material crispy for longer period, even as well as it prevents the growth of fungus and insects on the food product. Okay. Then irradiation. X-rays and gamma rays are used to protect the potato and the onion for sprouting. Now, many a times you see that when you are bringing potatoes or onions at home, so what happens after few days, you can see that they are sprouting. Okay. So in this process, irradiation process, the X-rays and the gamma rays are used to protect the potato and the onion from sprouting. So that sprouting is stopped with the help of irradiation method. In this method, which rays are used? X-rays and gamma rays are used in this method. Then pasteurization. Now, for example, milk. Okay, in your home, milk is there. Your mother is always boiling the milk for 10 to 15 minutes. Why she is boiling? Can you tell? To prevent the microbial growth of the in the milk. Means whatever it kills the microbes. When the boiling of milk is done, that time whatever microbes are present in the milk, that are killed by the heating process or boiling process. So whenever milk is boiled for 15 minutes, it kills the microbes and it is safe for drinking. Okay, after boiling only we drink the milk. We don't drink the milk, we don't consume the milk like that only. From the shop we buy the milk and we directly cut the packet and directly pour it in the glass and we drink. We don't do that. First of all, what we do, we boil the milk and after that we consume that milk. So what does the milk, what does the pasteurization method does? After boiling for 50 minutes, whatever microbes are present in the milk, that are killed by boiling. So this is one of the method of boiling. Here you can see some products which are freezed in the biological or chemical reactions and put it in the refrigerator. When you are going in the R-Mart or D-Mart, that time you can see some of the food materials are stored in the refrigerator, in the freezing machine. So why they are used? Because they are because whatever they, for preventing the food for longer time, they are kept in freezer. Then here you have the second, smoking food is the preservative which helps from smoke. So here you can see some food material which in this method ammonium phosphide is used for prevention of the food. Then you can see before the crops are cultivated, to prevent the field from insects. So what is done? Insecticides are spread. Here irradiation process. So here if the gamma rays or gamma rays are taken are put in this strawberry is put in the irradiation method. So what happens there? X-rays or gamma rays are makes the food, whatever bacteria are present, that bacteria die by using this gamma rays. So in irradiation, the rays kills the bacteria and the food is safe to eat. Then next, World Food Day. Now 16th October is known as the World Food Day. Now why we are celebrating Food Day? Because people should be aware of the food day, how important the food is. Many of the people today in India are suffering that they are not having food to consume. So we should keep that thing in mind and we should not waste the food. For that purpose, the food day has been kept on 16 October for making an awareness to the people that they should not waste the food. To work towards the food security and avoid the food wastage, this day is celebrated. Then adulteration of food. The health of all the people, and the young or poor or rich is endangered by food adulteration. So adulteration can causes cancer. Now what is adulteration? Adulteration means that for some shopkeeper, what they do, they mix some food material, something in the food product so that they can increase the weight of the food product and they can sell that product at the good price. So why they are doing this? Because they want to, um, uh, because they want money. Okay, but is this good? No, this is not good. Adulteration is one of the crime. Okay, so adulteration should not be done, and if it is done, it should be, action should be taken on that shopkeeper if the adulteration of food, if he is found that he is doing the adulteration of food. Now what are the things that can be adulterated? Okay, now here milk, the food stuff is milk. Here milk, what can be milk mixed with? In milk water can be mixed. Okay, so when you can immediately see that when milk is mixed with water, you can see it is a watery, you cannot see that the thickness of the milk is not observed. If water is mixed, that means water is the adulterant used in milk. Then red chili powder. Red chili powder, in red chili powder, the bricks are used. Okay, the brick powder is used in the red chili powder. When bricks are made thin powder, what will happen? They will they will look like chili powder. So these things are mixed with chili powder. How can you identify this chili powder? Take 1 spoon of chili powder in one glass of water and mix it. Okay, what will happen? The chili powder which is pure will come up, and the brick powder will settle down in the glass. So this way you can identify that the how the red chili powder is, how the bricks are mixed with the chili powder. Then seeds of papaya are used in uh, black pepper. As everyone knows, black pepper is one of the food which is used, which creates flavor to the food. Okay, it is one of the ingredients which creates flavor to the food. So that the seeds of papaya are dried in sun. After drying, they look similar to the black pepper. So these type of seeds can be mixed with the black pepper. So seeds of papaya can be mixed with the black pepper and sold as they are black pepper only. Okay, in ice cream, soft soft, this can be used. Soft puff of soap can be used so that it can show that it is a fluffy ice cream. So these things are the used in food stuff which are used as adulterant. For example, in rava, yes, we are making shira out of rava, shira and upma. So in that rava also iron filings are mixed. Okay, how can you identify the, how can you separate the iron filings from the rava? You have to take a magnet and just rotate over the rava. What will happen? Whatever iron filings are there, that will get attracted to the magnet, and in this way you can separate the iron filings and the rava. So these are the things which can be used for adulterant. For one more example I would like to give you, in turmeric, methyl yellow is one of the adulterant which is used for making yellow. So turmeric powder, in turmeric powder, methylene yellow is the material which is used as adulterant, which is mixed with the turmeric powder. Okay, then in rava iron filings can be mixed, and in honey, as you know that honey is one of the ingredient in which jaggery can be mixed. Okay, when jaggery is melted, so what will happen at that time? It will look similar to honey. Okay, it will look similar to honey. So instead of honey, the label of honey can be put on the jaggery liquid, and it may be sold as this is honey, and you may be cheated. Okay, these are some of the things that we have studied today. First of all, we have studied what is the importance of the food safety, how you can protect the food from the different, how you can protect or prevent the food from different methods, and how the foods are adulterated. Okay, I have